You didn't choose her. You chose what you thought she was. A story stitched together from childhood wounds, half-remembered movies, and the haunting image of the mother who never truly saw you. She smiled. You projected meaning. She ignored. You projected value. She touched your arm. And your nervous system lit up like it was salvation. She's different, you told yourself. She sees me. No, brother. She saw what you gave her permission to see. And that's the tragedy. Most men fall in love with their own illusion, not the woman in front of them. This is what Carl Jung called the anima projection, a subconscious image of the feminine that you carry deep within your psyche, shaped by every unmet need, every unspoken wound. Machiavelli would have called it something else. A man blinded by desire cannot govern himself nor others. And this blindness, it's deliberately cultivated. In today's world, you're taught to chase validation, not vision, to perform, to please, to serve, until you're empty. And in that emptiness, she becomes the mirror. You search her for yourself. But she is not you, and she never was. Let's be brutally honest. The woman you fall for isn't a woman. She's an archetype, an actor in the theater of your trauma. Maybe she's the muse, maybe the temptress, maybe the mother you never had, maybe all three in rotation. And what does she choose in return? Power, certainty, direction, pain. Not because women are evil, but because, evolutionarily speaking, they've learned to select what survives. And a man still trapped in fantasy doesn't survive. This is where Machiavelli becomes your ghostwriter. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. And don't be fooled. In modern dating, fear means sovereignty. A man who cannot be manipulated, a man who doesn't chase, a man who knows who he is, with or without her. She doesn't want your worship, she wants your world. And if you don't rule it, she will. Do you remember the first time she looked at you with admiration? That feeling, like you mattered. Like someone finally saw the fire you've been hiding for years. But here's the truth no one tells you. Admiration is a currency. And the moment you start depending on it, you're owned. She didn't steal your power, you handed it over. Inch by inch, approval by approval. Until the man in the mirror vanished into her reflection. And why? Because you were starving. Not for sex, not for attention, but for confirmation that you exist. I'll become who she wants me to be. Just don't leave. This is the beginning of spiritual death. A man who orbits a woman becomes a satellite, cold, predictable, dead inside. Carl Jung called this the loss of self, when the ego dissolves into another's expectations. And the worst part? You think this is love. It's not. It's dependency dressed as romance. It's fear disguised as devotion. It's the child within you crying out for a mother and calling her goddess. She's not your savior. She's your test. There is only one type of man that every woman, consciously or not, feels drawn to. The sovereign man. Not the richest, not the prettiest, not the one with the biggest following, but the one who does not need her to be whole. His gaze unsettles, his silence dominates, his direction burns like truth. Machiavelli would have called him feared with admiration. Jung would say he's integrated his shadow. You feel it when he walks in. He carries pain like armor. not like baggage. He's been destroyed before, but rebuilt himself with teeth and scars. He knows women, but he never serves them, because he serves something higher, a mission, a standard, a truth. And that's the paradox. The man who no longer chases women is the one they chase. Why? Because deep down, every woman is looking for a man she can't control, but can trust. A man who walks into chaos and remains unshaken. A man who, when she tests him, does not flinch. You've been betrayed, left, ignored, used. Good. Then you are ready. Because pain is not the end. It's the invitation. The crucifixion that precedes rebirth. He who overcomes suffering becomes unstoppable. Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." So make it conscious. Make your heartbreak a furnace. Make your loneliness a forge. Make every unanswered message a brick in the empire of your mind. The woman didn't break you. She revealed you. She exposed your projections, your addictions, your fantasy of being saved. And now, brother, you can finally choose. Die as the boy who begged to be seen, or rise as the man who sees himself. Niccolo Machiavelli wasn't writing just about politics. He was writing about power, and relationships, like kingdoms, are governed by power. Never place your fate in another's hands. Rule yourself, or be ruled. In the modern world, men don't lose power in war. They lose it in whispers, in unspoken compromises, in the quiet erosion of their standards. You want to know why she doesn't respect you? Because you don't respect yourself. You apologize for your masculinity. You censor your desires. You walk on eggshells and wonder why she walks away. But Machiavelli's truth still stands. Fortune favors the bold. And boldness begins in solitude. The world does not need another obedient male. It needs a dangerous man with discipline, a chaotic man with control, a man whose love is deep but never desperate. This channel, Egosomnia, isn't here to entertain you. We're here to wake you the fuck up. The woman is not your enemy. She's the mirror, the test, the catalyst. Your task isn't to change her. Your task is to become so unshakably real that no illusion can touch you again. So here's the last question. When you look in the mirror, do you see the man she tried to shape, or the man you were born to be? If it's the second, welcome back. We missed you.